Hello Isabel. Hello Felicia. Yes, it is far more. I am a character called the Mad Hatter. I so love seeing your Halloween costumes and the photos of you, Isabel, as, who was it? Pippi Longstocking? Well, today's story, the Mad Hatter is going to be working on, is called Little Red Riding Hood, and I'm going to use a special felt board, and I'm going to use special characters made out of felt to tell the story. Now the story is about a little girl, and she was asked by her mom to do something very, very special for her granny. This little girl's name is called Little Red Riding Hood. She's called Little Red Riding Hood because she loves to wear red clothes. Her mum one morning said to her, "I have a very special job for you, Little Red Riding Hood. Granny is not feeling well, so I'd like you to take some fresh fruit for her." So we start the story where Little Red Riding Hood tells her mother she will do that. It was a bright sunny day, and Little Red Riding Hood skipped through the woods. "Good morning," she called to all the animals. "I'm bringing Granny a special surprise." But someone was peeping from behind a tree. A big, hungry wolf. "Good day," growled the wolf. "What are you doing in the woods all alone?" "I'm taking this special basket of fruit to Granny," Little Red replied. "Yuck," thought the wolf. He didn't like fruit. He liked to eat tasty little girls. So the wolf thought up a plan, a horrible, clever plan. "Why not pick Granny some lovely flowers?" he said. "Good idea," said Little Red Riding Hood. But as she started gathering daisies, the wolf raced down the path towards Granny's house. Granny liked to sit in her rocking chair, knitting. But all of a sudden, she heard a thud, thud, thud. "Is that you, Little Red Riding Hood, my dear?" called Granny. "Yes," squeaked the wolf. "Let me in, Granny. It's breakfast time." "Oh, goody," said Granny, opening the door. "What are we having for breakfast?" "You," cried the wolf. "Ah!" yelled Granny. "You're not Little Red Riding Hood." And she slammed the door right on his big furry nose. "Ow, ow, 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 ow!" howled the wolf. Quick as a flash, Granny ran out of the back door and into the woods to find help. "Horrid old Granny," the wolf growled, rubbing his nose. But now he could put his terrible plan into action. So when Little Red Riding Hood knocked tap, 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 tap on Granny's door, it was a deep, scratchy voice that answered. "Come in, my dear." Little Red Riding Hood walked into Granny's bedroom and stopped in surprise. "Why, Granny," she said slowly, "what big ears you have." "The better to hear you with, my dear," croaked the wolf. "And Granny," Little Red Riding Hood said carefully, "what big hairy arms you have." "The better to hug you with, my dear," growled the wolf. "But Granny," Little Red Riding Hood whispered, "what big teeth." "All the better to eat you with, my dear," snarled the wolf, and he pounced at Little Red Riding Hood. Just at that moment, the door burst open. In rushed Granny with the woodcutter. "Stop right there," yelled Granny. Put it down now, yelled the woodcutter, or I'll chop you up and turn you into a birdhouse. With a terrified howl, the wolf jumped out of the window and ran far, far away, never to return. Little Red Riding Hood hugged Granny tight. I'm so glad you chased that wolf away, she said, and she placed the basket of fruit on the table for Granny. What a day of excitement, laughed Granny. Now, let's all have breakfast. Well, girls, the Mad Hatter really enjoyed telling you that story and using all those little felt characters. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. But it's time to say goodbye. So, bye-bye, Felicia. Love you. And bye-bye, Isabel. Love you. Love you all. Bye-bye for now.